Hey folks, it's been a while. Boy, have I been busy. And so whenever you don't hear from me, it's because I've been busy running around doing a few things. The end of any year is usually the busier part of my year. But XRP is sitting at about $2.04 right now. The market's still just kind of ho-humming. It's not doing at all what we all thought was going to be happening at this time of the year so far. Our closing predictions or guesses, I guess is what you can really call them, was $12 to $18 per XRP by the end of this year. I think that's really unlikely now, and I do think it's still possible, but it's unlikely. You never know that, right? I'm hearing talk. Actually, Senator Loomis, whom I'm not a big fan of hers. She's a Bitcoin maxi. It seems for some reason she's refusing to acknowledge the fact that other, better, more focused projects exist. Was one in particular with legal regulatory clarity. It's the one that XRP, that's the one, right? So, I mean, I don't know where people like her are coming from. It's kind of odd when you hear these politicians lie to you. That's what they basically do. When you know good and well, if you know it, they've got to know what you know. So, you never know what the angle is with these people. But she's not the only one I'm hearing from. And she is, she's in the know. She's well entrenched, so she understands what's cooking. But it looks like the Clarity Act is getting ready for markup, which are some of the things that happen just before it gets a full vote and final passage for signing from the president. So who knows? We might get that before the end of the year if they can get that done with enough time so that markets can take action. We could see something surprising. I can tell you that much. We have more inflows into all XRP ETFs than the Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Solana ETFs. Even though both XRP and Solana are in the positive, and Bitcoin and Ethereum are in the negative, XRP is far superseding Solana. I mean, we're just getting a ton of money into those ETFs. And then there was a whale. Let me see here. Maybe I can catch this for you. I think I had it here in my bookmarks. No, a whale just bought like I don't know how many millions of dollars of XRP just yesterday. When I say whale, I mean a rather large investor. And there's been quite a few of those lately. And that's what they do. They position long before because they look far ahead. So they position long before an event occurs. Now, I'll remind all of you guys, if you're watching the financial news, a lot of very wealthy people, including Warren Buffett, have sold a lot of their stocks, and they're cash heavy right now, which tells you, it should signal to you that they're waiting for an opportunity that they are expecting. The first thing is that they're expecting markets to tank. Now, the regular market may tank and the crypto market could fly, or they could tank at the same time. All that is possible, but what they're selling are their actual stocks. What I'm seeing is with all these inflows, a lot of people are positioning in the crypto space, is what it looks like to me. Not really, really heavily yet until that Clarity Act is passed. A lot more of these larger financial bigwigs, financial institutions and whatnot, they can start jumping in with a lot more confidence now. But don't think for a second they're not preparing for it, because they know it's going to pass long before you and I do. They're going to know the granular details of that Clarity Act long before you and I do. So they're going to know what moves are going to be the right ones long before you and I do. So, as an investor, you're just, reading the tea leaves.